Uh, I was just walking back home. I'm looking at, you can see this. Just looking up. It really looks peaceful. See, you can see how it looks like. See. So this is how the surroundings are early in the morning. It's kind of very peaceful, very zen. I don't know. I just enjoy this. Enjoy this morning get up and morning walks. It can be anywhere, beach or this, but I prefer the forest. Brings you one with nature. So just thought I'd share this rare glimpse with you to show you how my life is. Okay. Anyway, uh, I just had this thought which I just decided I'll share with you. Okay. Now the topics that I cover are more or less, being married and my life and personal branding, resume, interviews, Middle East markets. Okay. Whether you know it or not, at some point you're going to start getting bored with my topics. Okay. It happens with everyone. Like you'll see this guy, you'll see his episodes, you'll see his YouTube channel. Initially, you love his content. At some point, you'll get, okay, it's the same thing. It's boring. You lose interest. It can be like wrestling. I've been watching wrestling for so many years. I've been watching wrestling since I think since a small boy. Since those days, Hulk Hogan used to say, "Eat your vitamins, say your prayers," and the All-American. Those days I used to think that wrestling was real. Hulk Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter, Undertaker, he used to come from parts unknown. Okay. But as I grew up, watched Royal Rumble and all that stuff, but eventually got bored of it. Stopped watching it. Didn't watch it for a couple of years, I think 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Now started to watch it again, but not as dedicated as before because now obviously I know that it's all scripted, although the stunts that they do is real, but it has a storyline. So, and today, given the fact that social media, internet is there, you can't hide the fact that it is fake. So it's entertainment. That's what it is called. So now the only reason I watch it is just to understand the creative direction that wrestling is going. Okay. It helps me a lot in terms of creativity, in terms of storytelling, in terms of scripting, and makes me appreciate the fact that they are constantly trying to create something new. Okay. To stay relevant. So the first part that I want to tell you is there will come a point where you'll be bored of my content, bored of my videos, bored of my channel. And I don't blame you for it. I think you should move on. Okay? It's a natural progression. We get bored of our smartphones. We get bored of our toys. We get bored of relationships. We get bored of friendships. We get bored of hobbies. We get bored of eating the same food. I mean, we get bored of so many things, We want something new. We want something new. In today's day and age, we are bombarded with this new iPhone, new smartphone, new model, new this, new that, new color, new fashion. So, in a day and age where we are constantly trying to give ourselves a high to enjoy something new, I don't expect you to stick around for too long. And yes, you should move on. Okay, so that's the first thing. And that's why I don't get surprised when people send me a message on YouTube or an email. Hey man, your content has become boring. You're talking the same shit. You're talking about UAE. You're talking about this, that. Come up with something new. Reinventing, it's because you're not a content creator, you wouldn't know. Reinventing yourself, forget reinventing. Coming up with a video every single day, a topic every single day, not talking the same thing is challenging enough. You go to the office, you're going to the office, you're doing the same repetitive task over and over again. Like, for example, answering emails, speaking to customers, selling the same product, the same service. You're doing the same thing. Basically, you're doing the same thing. It's just maybe someone new or maybe a new project, new dynamics, but it's the same thing. However, for an artist, you have to create something new. That's why not many artists survive so very long. Because new songs, you might have a hit album when you came out, an amazing debut album. The next one might suck, the third one will suck even more, and the fourth one will make you irrelevant. That's why today it's very hard to stay relevant. That's why as content creators, we appreciate what other people are doing. It becomes very hard, man. I'll tell you, try doing this. I'm not saying create a YouTube channel. Create something, whatever, video, an article or something, and try to keep people engaged. Try to keep people interested. Try to keep people wanting to listen to more. Day 1 will be okay, day 2 will be okay, day 3. But after a few days, you'll be struggling. You'll really be struggling, I'll tell you that. It's not going to be easy. Because, and added to this, as you're trying to stay relevant, you're competing with others. See, I'll tell you, so many people have sent me messages. Loy, I'm going to create a channel on Dubai. I'm going to create a channel on personal branding. The number of people who have told me this is quite a large number. In fact, some people have even told me that they have big budgets. Let me give you a news flash. Anybody can do a better job than me. Anybody can get a better production than I do. Anybody can get a better team, better content, everything better than I do. Okay? But the challenge is staying consistent. The challenge is going through the phase where you don't get any money, you don't get any benefit, you don't get anything. How do you survive? How do you sustain? And doing it every day, every single day has a grind. In fact, let me give you a surprise stat. Every day, I'm putting up at least 2 to 3 videos. After shooting them, I edit them, I upload them, and I have to plan out for the next day. And on top of that, I have emails, messages, family life, baby, wife. I'll give you something surprising that will actually baffle you. Seriously baffle you. Do you know that my games, I think I've told you this before. I purchased the Nintendo Switch 2 months ago, or 1 month ago, or for 45 days. I purchased this Nintendo Switch. I have not had time to play that game. Means I have 24 hours, but always there is some client, there is some work. Given a choice between playing a game and making some money, if someone is has money in their hand, boy, I'll give you $500. Just want to talk to you. I'm not going to tell him I have a game to play. Oh, $500, please, let's go ahead, because that money goes in the bank for my family, for my wife, for my baby. I might just want to sit down and relax. Like yesterday, I wanted to sit and relax, and suddenly this breaking news about Abu Dhabi ruler being exposed by Malaysia media. I uploaded that video. I had to stop literally everything and just create that, because it was breaking news. I couldn't say I'm going to do it later. I was supposed to play a game. I had this online target. I failed that target, but it doesn't matter, because even though this didn't pay me anything, it was breaking news. If I didn't upload it, it would lose its relevancy. So the point I'm trying to make here is people can have better budgets, more money, more talent. There are plenty of people more talented than I am. Better ideas. Many people complain, hey, your English is shit. You have a fucking accent. You sound shit. And of course, there are people better than me. There are people who speak better than me. Better communication skills, better accent, better education, better everything. It just, I'm consistent at what I do. Every day, 2 videos, 3 videos, every single day. And then, like I told you, creating new content. Not fucking easy, man. Try doing it. Try writing a new article every day. Try coming up with a new video every day. Try coming up with something. And that also, it has to be interesting. It has to be intriguing. It has to make people like you. You are competing with others in the same digital space. So, yeah. And then you have, I think, the fine balance between, what you love, okay? Like, for example, there will be certain topics. Why is this so bright? Okay. There's some topics which you might absolutely love. Like in my case, let's say, for example, I love having these friendly conversations, okay? I like this. I just like it. It's very relaxed, unscripted. But I get only 200, 300 views, nothing more than that. And most of the target audience for this are normal casual people who will not pay me any money. They just don't pay me any money at all for this. I don't make anything, but it takes my time, effort, the same amount of time, effort, everything. Then I put a Dubai-based video. A Dubai-based video, a job-based video, which takes, if this video is like, I can finish it off in few hours, let's say maybe 6 hours. I'm giving the total of shooting the video, editing, uploading, putting the tags, okay, say 6 hours. UAE-based video would take me 2 weeks to 3 weeks, okay, so see the difference, 6 hours versus 3 weeks of work. Now, I don't enjoy the Dubai-based video, but it brings food to my table. It's what the market wants. And if I don't focus on what the market wants, and I just do my own shit, I'm going to be irrelevant. So I need to balance it out. Now, for example, a resume is not what I'm passionate about. Oh, resumes. Oh, I love resumes. I love personal branding, which is what I strongly believe in, what I'm passionate about. But people just they're very happy with the CV and improving the interview skills, getting a job, and bye-bye, that's it. So that's another challenge which you have as a content creator, okay? The fourth point would be, I think, the fine line between money and passion. You always hear, do your passion, do what you're passionate about, and passion this, passion that, and all that bullshit. Sounds good. Real life, I've always told you, money talks. That's why I'm this kind of rude and in your face. Anybody says, hi Loy, how are you? I'm a big fan of yours. Sometimes I want to have a nice conversation with somebody. But I know that if I have this conversation, it's going to waste my time. And 99.99999% people are giving me compliments because they want something free from me. They want my time, or they want my expertise, or they want my advice for free. They don't want to pay any money for it. So, yeah, that's another, I would say, thing, So it comes down to money, man. And last, I think, if not the least, I think it's more like people will be nice to me, or they'll talk to me, or Loy, I'm a fan, I'm a follower, this, that. As long as you're relevant. The day you're not, you're finished. You're no more. Nobody cares about you. It's like when you're young and handsome and everyone wants a piece of you. But when you're old and useless, or not even old, when you're no longer the hip and happening and success, Nobody gives a fuck about you. So it's a, like the shelf life, as long as it's fresh. When it's no longer fresh, you just throw it out. So if you are getting bored of my content, I think you should move on. And just like, google.com doesn't want anyone to stay on its website. They want to use their website and move on. For me, it comes down to, okay, you came on my channel, you're watching the videos. Now only two things can happen. One is either you're going to be a freeloader. It's just everything what I can get free from Loy, let me take it. Or you're going to be my paid client. If you're a freeloader, you'll be there for a year, 2 years. And eventually you'll move on, or maybe more. There are some people surprisingly who stayed for 6 years. Surprises me. I'm very grateful. But then there are those who in between few months and move on. The ones I like the best are the ones who come on my channel, who view my work, view my channel. They decide, okay, this guy has some service, I'll book his service. They pay me the money, take the service, and that helps me sustain and survive. So that's it. But yeah, it's not that I hate everyone who doesn't pay. They prove to be an audience, and I'm very aware of that. I'm grateful to that. I mean, putting up a video and not getting any views, I think would be like, I remember my first few videos, 1 view, 2 views. And I used to literally call people and say, can you watch this video? Or I'd go to another browser or another computer, open YouTube, watch my own video so that I'd get 1 extra view. The first viral video that I watched viral video of mine was 32 views after I think a few days. So that was viral for me. Anyway guys, this is what I thought of sharing with you in terms of relevancy. You will get bored of my content, you'll get bored of me, you'll move on. That's a natural progression of things. We all do. I would say that's how life is. That's going to be my story, that's going to be your story. People are eventually going to get bored of us. So the challenge is to remain relevant. That is exactly why I tell people, don't stay in a job for too long. 3 years is max. Move on, take a new contract, take a new job. It'll push you to constantly reinvent yourself, to ask for a better salary, to prepare for a future. Otherwise, if you get stuck for more than 3 years, same job, chances are you're going to be there forever. So after the second year, start making plans to shift, change, get a 40 to 50% salary increment, do whatever it takes, because the timeline of change or relevancy is quite short. I'm 42 now. In another 8 years, I'll be 50. Trust me, the 8 years are going to pass by very fast. Already 3 years have gone since I've been in Thailand. I can't believe it myself. And now my baby is 1.5 years. So time passes by fast. We're all getting old. So we'll say, make hay when the sun shines. So that's my wisdom for the day. All right, guys, take care. Put your comments down below. It's me signing off.